The world of privateer is a harsh one. You'll make new friends, but you'll take no orders and rely on no one but yourself. If the Confed Navy was a little too structured, life in the galactic outback may be just the ticket for you. Not only is privateer extremely non-linear, it's huge to boot. You'll spend a lot of flight time hopping around from system to system before you've even seen a quarter of what this game has to offer. Just don't forget that you're a human being and you need sleep and food. Here's your character for your adventures in the world of privateer. He's a little more detailed than Mr. Black here from the previous Wing Commander games, thanks to the use of Strike Commander's cinematic engine. You can give him a woman's name, but his features won't change a bit. Privateer is a man's world, so any woman wanting to play will have to take their role-playing a step further. Although slow, outdated, and none too elegant, your Tarsus is still a serviceable ship and comes with all the essentials. It has one multifunction display, a radar unit, and a monitor to display the strengths of your shields and armor. Although the targeting computer doesn't show a color-coded difference between friendly and hostile targets, it still provides a missile lock so you can shoot high explosives up a pirate's tailpipe from get-go. Privateer is full of beautifully drawn exotic locales. Mining bases, agricultural planets, science stations, pleasure planets, pirate bases, and more make this corner of the galaxy an explorer's dream. You may find yourself wanting to see the sights more than hunting down pesky pirates or murderous retros. Like any of the best places to take a vacation, many of the most interesting venues are not found on any map. Explosions can be a beautiful thing to behold, unless it's your ship going up in flames. Even as a peaceable merchant, you'll have to blast your way out of plenty of tight situations. You'll find countless retros and pirates, especially at crucial jump points. They exist solely to give you a hard time. There may even be a few Kilrathi out there waiting to sharpen their claws on your ship. Almost every base you land on will have a ship dealer anxious to take your credits. 3 ship classes are commonly available: the Orion, the Galaxy, and the Centurion. Any of these are a damn sight better than your outdated old Tarsus, but before you spend your money, consider what line of work you plan to be in. Be sure to save a few thousand extra credits, as new ships don't always come equipped with the essentials, like shield generators and armor. A good source of income that doesn't always lead to getting your butt blown off is trading goods between starships. A good profit can be turned bartering in mundane goods like food and steel, but the real money lies in more exotic cargo. Issues of Plaything magazine go over well with lonely miners. Illegal drugs like Brilliance offer an attractive profit margin for the unscrupulous dealer, but be prepared for a hellacious fight if you get boarded by the local militia with a cargo hold full of contraband. Most of the bases you find yourself at will have an office of the Mercenaries Guild. For a one-time fee, you can become a lifetime member. This gives you access to the Guild's mission computer. People are always looking for a few extra guns to hire. Mercenary Guild missions are often quite lucrative, but nobody gives out credits for free. Expect heavy action on these jobs. Bars are still one of the best places to hear the latest news from the frontier and sometimes pick up a little extra work. Talking to bartenders can tip you to a potentially profitable situation on a remote system, but for some immediate cash, try socializing with the patrons. These fixers have special needs not just any space jockey can handle. High risk and handshake deals make working for these people dangerous, but the money they offer. Almost everywhere you go, you'll find a mission computer. There are several places you can look for work, but this is one of the most reliable. Missions can be cakewalks or death traps. It all depends on what's out there. This is a good place for a new pilot lacking in specialized equipment like a hot new ship to find acceptable work at decent wages. The best thing about mission computers is that payment is automatic and guaranteed. If a base has a ship dealer, go there to buy and sell equipment for your ship. You can sell your existing hardware for a decent price and pick up a load of flashy new toys as well. Weapons, armor, engines, shields, and a bunch of other gadgets can make you a more effective pilot if you have the credits. Upgrading your ship with hot new gear is a large part of what makes Privateer so addictive and will result in a number of lost weekends. The software booth is where you'll buy navigational maps of the 4 quadrants of the galaxy, as well as targeting systems for your ship. A full collection of maps, while expensive, is a necessity. If you jump to a quadrant you don't have a nav map for, consider yourself lost in space. Improved targeting systems are priced astronomically, but the ability to identify an incoming ship and differentiate between friend or foe at a glance can save your skin and your expensive ship. The Merchants Guild is a useful organization for any would-be trader. The membership fee is cheap, even for a beginner with no money, and once you're in, you can scan the Guild's computer for some very profitable cargo runs. But don't be fooled. Pirates are always looking for some free cargo, and the missions offered by the guild aren't high-paying for nothing. Self-defense is always required, especially when you leave your quiet little star system in search of more money. Although pirates and retros are by far the most common threats you'll face while trying to make a decent living, keep in mind that you aren't too far from the Tyran-Kilrathi War. Kilrathi pilots are out there, and they mean business. These kittens are fast, highly maneuverable, and well-trained. Facing off against them in the slow-moving Tarsus is a sure way to see what a fireball looks like from the inside. In the vastness of space, your nav computer is one of your greatest assets. Once you've launched from a base, your nav computer displays important information like where you are, where you can go, and where to find the goals of the missions you have accepted. This information is not automatic or free, though. Star maps for each quadrant must be purchased before you can access them with your computer. The university planet of New Oxford is known throughout the galaxy for its vast library. Literally any topic can be researched thoroughly on this plush green campus. The Great Library is open only to students and faculty, though. Should the time come when you need a little information on an uncommon subject, this is a good place to go. You may not be a member of the university, but your piloting skills can prove to be a powerful bartering chip. Mining bases, usually built on top of asteroids, are good sources of trade. Although there's usually nothing of interest to buy here, these bases pay high prices for essential items like food, liquor, drugs, and the current issue of Plaything. Getting up close to these bases gives the gamer a good idea of how much the close-up shots of bit-mapped graphics have improved since the days of Wing Commander 2. The Church of Man, those bonehead religious freaks that terrorize the innocent and sinister alike, aren't going to make your life any easier. Wherever there's trade, you can expect the Church to rear their pious faces. The good thing is that they typically fly meager ships and aren't the galaxy's best pilots. They tend to come straight at you with guns ablazing. If your shields can handle their lasers, you can usually knock out their frontal shields and bring their cockpit armor down to critical with one stream of fire from your Mason blasters. These blue jump spheres are the key to great adventures and great profits. You'll have to spend some time in the Troy system collecting the 10,000 credits you'll need to pay for a jump engine, but this piece of hardware opens up a multitude of new possibilities and trade routes. There's a lot to be seen and experienced outside the backwaters of Humboldt Quadrant, but there's a lot of danger too. Pirates love to sit and wait for unsuspecting merchants jumping to a new system, so pack big guns and be ready for trouble when you go exploring. You never know where you'll end up when your work starts bringing you closer to the frontier. The Tyran-Kilrathi War still rages through this sector, and furballs with guns don't think twice about shooting down a freelancer. This derelict ship may not have all the comforts of home, but it's a good place to hide if some kill-crazy kitty just blew a big hole in your shields. Privateer is unlike any other game. It's based on combat, but you can tend toward peaceful exploration and trade. It has a central plot, but this plot is purely optional. You play as you wish, and the game conforms to you personally, not the other way around. Privateer may take a lot of computer to run and a lot of hard drive to sit on, but it's all worth it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a cargo bay full of guns and liquor to deliver.